And welcome back to Grim Dawn. Okay, so last time we defeated Korvac and I got this lore note from him, but I wasn't able to locate it in my inventory, which was a bit shameful, but here it is anyway. Ruminations of the Primordial One. The raging thoughts of a primordial being emanate from this scrap of ruined flesh and flow through your mind. Betrayed by my brothers and sisters, Empyrean vanished to the eternal tapestry of creation. The war is over, we have lost. My kin, in their desperation, tapped into the forbidden void in order to turn the tide in their favor. They may be the victors, but the maddening whispers have them now. As for us, we are beaten. Nothing remains now but to hide and tend to our wounds. My temple still stands, my faithful remain loyal. With their worship and sacrifice I regain my strength. It may take 100 years, 1,000, it matters not. My vengeance is inevitable. Roars of agony reverberate through your flesh. My loyal Ulzuin watches over me now, along with the many-eyed fiend I've bound to his fate. Mortal eyes must not see me in this state until I am ready to return to the stars and reap my vengeance. The rabble's faith must not falter. The clash of battle, the sizzling power of arcane spellwork, fills your ears before becoming deafened by the cracking of the very earth. Treachery! Betrayal! Where is Ulzuin? What sorcery is this? What has this witch done? When these bindings break, I will spill her blood and make her watch every drop. The scheming sorcerer she's allied with will burn on an eternal pyre for my amusement. As for the duplicitous Dreig, the agony I've instilled upon him will be a mere trickle compared to the torment he will suffer for eons. Darkness clouds your mind, and heavy breathing fills your ears. He stirs. The dead one stirs. His blood roils within our creations, yearning to return. Even my captors can sense their impending doom. I will not be a lamb waiting for the slaughter. This farce has gone on long enough. The witch gods may have stolen what is mine, taken my faith as theirs. But there are still those in this world that yearn for my brother's return. I will harness their wishes, their desperation, and through them I will break these bonds and reclaim my throne. You hear the clanking of chains, the straining of metal as it is pushed to its limits. An opportunity, yes. A mortal, pure of purpose, but so easily molded. He will be the harbinger of my return. I can already feel the bonds becoming brittle. The witch gods hold on me weakens, and when I am free, this world will again tremble before the might of Korvac. Yeah, sure it did. Okay. So that is that done. Now let's speak with Amala Korven.
I am relieved that we were never close, but he's the only family I got.
Yes. I listened to you yammer on veteran difficulty, so I do not need to do that now. Okay, so the goals are to complete the Ashes of Malmouth expansion on ultimate difficulty, which is what I'm doing now, and also to get Argyle to level 100, which will take a bit of time, sadly. We shall see just how far off he is once Ashes of Malmouth is completed. And at some point I will clear the quest log, at least for the most part, but currently I don't feel like it. Well, I'm kind of clearing it a little bit by doing Ashes of Malmouth, but I still have those bounties there, which are quite annoying. Clocking up the log. Anywho, let's keep on killing the inhabitants of this forest slash swamp slash whatever. So I haven't really spoiled myself or researched or, well, read or watched anything about the new expansion coming to Grim Dawn. I'm not sure if I'll get it. I probably will at some point, but I won't get it at launch. I have plenty of games to play and stuff to do. Speaking of which, I've been a bit busier than usual in my actual real life, which is the reason why I'm not uploading videos daily currently. Not sure when the next Battle Brothers run will be, but I saw that Legends has now been updated, so it works with the latest update to the base game. There might still be bugs, I mean usually there are. But yeah, most likely the next run of BB will be Legends, and with the goal of clearing the 2 new legendary locations. That will be interesting. And we shall see just how difficult or easy they are. I would imagine that they will not be balanced for Legends difficulty by the time I get to it. But who knows, maybe they are. Because if they're just based on vanilla party strength, then if you come there late enough in Legends, I would imagine that the end result is just going to be way too easy. A cakewalk, if you will. But we shall see. We shall see when the time comes. Anyway, here is the Witch Coven. Let's go speak with them. And by speak, I mean click on them and then immediately click through the dialogue. Okay, so... yeah.
Whatever it is you think you're doing here.
Oh, haven't I... yeah, I haven't done the... oh, yeah, I haven't done the prerequisite for this place. Oh well. Well, let's go do it. So it's going to be... somewhere around here, I think? Well, that's a bit annoying. Not sure if I've ever actually gone to the Witch Coven without doing that first. Well, I guess there's a first time for everything. But that does mean I need to backtrack a little bit. Maybe just a little bit, though. Since I think it's pretty close. But I can't remember with 100% accuracy where it is. There it is, okay. Okie dokie. And I guess we'll kill these enemies here, since I do need a lot of XP to reach level 100. Getting some sun glare on my screen, but since the summoner basically does nothing and the minions handle everything, I think it's fine. So here is the den of Caraxus. Let's go kill a crab. Well, I guess more than one. One big one and a bunch of smaller ones. Agden blooms are a very nice component to get. You need quite a few of them for the good components you can craft. They are quite powerful. used to be the case that you needed a lot more of them, but the devs saw the error of their ways and changed that. Also, why do I bother looting stuff like that? I shouldn't care. Anyway, let's head back to the Coven. And this time we will actually be welcomed with open arms.
Whatever it is you think you're doing here.
Yes.
If you seek what you ask, I care not.
Yes, we have a deal. Definitely. Anyway, let's see. There should be more stuff to do here. Especially since I now have a reputation with the Coven, thanks to doing stuff on veteran difficulty. Like this thing. Oh, that wasn't the thing. Well, anyway. Anyway, that is something. And what did you have in mind? Okay. Alright, let's get to it. So I skipped a bunch of side quests on veteran difficulty for Ashes of Malmouth. I might be doing them on ultimate difficulty here, but we shall see. If I reach level 100 before that, then I might just be done with the run. But it is possible that I will feel like doing the roguelike dungeons, for example, which I haven't done. I've done the first one. Okay, I guess I should be a tiny bit careful and not rush in there. Very impatient sometimes I am. Not a good quality. Especially when playing hardcore. Though for the most part, like I've said previously, this run has been quite easy. Korvac actually presented a bit of a challenge, but other than that, it's been smooth sailing. Mythical Guillotine, okay. Does have Necromancer skill modifications on it, but no pet things. Alright, so far this feels quite a bit easier than the end of Forgotten Gods was, but I guess that makes sense.
That skill's not ready.
Let's see how the minions handle this one. Okay, level up. Level up and a bunch of junk. Well, it seems to be going well. Not even one skeleton has perished. Okay, so let's loot all of this. Which will actually take a bit of time, as there's just so much stuff to pick up. Also got another legendary item, Mythical Shroud of Illusion. Seems to be an Arcanist chest armor. Anyway, now that I'm level 84, I can equip this one. Mystic Scorpius Pummeler of Binding. So that will boost the power of the Briarthorn and the Blight Fiend. Quite a bit. I lose a little bit from skeleton power, but I think this is a worthy trade. There we are. Okay, and let's also click on the blueprints. And yeah, resummon the skellies. And also, yes, skill points. Skill points. Let's see. So I've been putting points into the Blight Fiend a lot. Well, a lot more than into the Briarthorn, I guess. Well, maybe a lot more is an overstatement, but anyway. Let's do some rotting fumes. I won't be thinking about what I'm doing there too much, since it seems to be working so far. Definitely could optimize it quite a bit more. But it's fine. If I'm not dead, then it's fine. Alright, so let's carry on. Get to Barrowholm. Not just yet, but anyway. Also, last time I did skip the optional boss in the swamp. I guess I can do it now. It's a pretty fun encounter. There's a very slim chance that it will even kill Argyle, which is moderately exciting. There is also a hidden cave around here somewhere, with a plant boss inside. If I come across it, I will do it, but I don't currently feel like going out searching for it. Anywho, let's go deal with the optional boss here. Which is basically kind of a reskin of Loghorien. Or at least very similar. Oh, I'm not giving you Ugdenblooms, you stupid shrine. Come on. That is a horrible trade. Alrighty. So I found a lore note. I'm not sure if I'll read it. I guess I will. I guess I will read it. Unless it's very long, then I will make an executive decision not to read it. Anyway, let's see. Mysteries of Ugdenbog. Well, let's see if this is any interesting. By decree of the Emperor of Erulan himself, I and my esteemed colleagues were to set out into the wider empire and catalogue the flora and fauna of its vast domain. Little did I think of it at the time, but not all assignments are created equal. As I write this from the dank and foreboding mark of the Ugdenbog outside of the town of Burwich. In the 3 weeks since my arrival, I've already lost 2 of my escorts too, and I am being dead serious here. Plants. Empyrean forsaken plants. I might add that my specialty has always been in the acute impact of arcane energies upon natural life, not on whether a particular vine is capable of dismembering a man in 2 while a large bloom consumes another of my team whole. If I were not weeks out from Erulan, I would have requested reassignment. The journey was not without merit, however, as I did observe some peculiar phenomena along the way, creatures that, while seemingly natural, did not exhibit the standard range of phenotypes one would expect from this region, almost as if they've been plucked out from another place and relocated here within an instant. Most fascinating of all has been the talk of the camp for days now, a creature the locals have named Kraval, the Ancient of the Waters. Thus far, we've caught but a glimpse of one of its massive tentacles. I can only guess as to the full size of the beast, but it is enormous and quite unlike anything else found within the waters of Ugdenbog. Our journey had brought us to what I suspect is its underwater lair, and my Inquisitor companion immediately began complaining of headaches, much like those she's experienced when near heavy concentrations of eldritch magic. This, combined with its unusual appearance, leads me to conclude that this creature and others like it are eldritch in nature. But are these manifestations the fickle playthings of the witch gods, or perhaps something else entirely? Okay. And here it is. Come on. Well, here it is. Kraval, the Ancient of the Waters. So yeah, it's basically like Loghorien. Deals different damage though. Let's see how this goes. Skeletons are dying. That is fine, as long as Argyle doesn't die.
That skill's not ready.
Also, I need to be close enough for the minions to get there, and that was a lot of damage. Well, like I said, there is a chance I die here, which would be kind of anticlimactic a little bit, but I will accept that. Of course, I have no choice in the matter. Come on, guys. We haven't even dealt any damage to it. Just get in there. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. That is a lot. This might have been a stupid idea.
That skill's not ready.
Oh well. It is what it is. If I die, I die. Okay, now it's going smoother. For some reason it stopped doing some of its longer reach attacks for a little bit.
That skill's not ready.
The minions are getting constantly destroyed though. Just devastated, demolished, obliterated.
Can't do that yet.
Okay, come on, come on, come on. Okay, let's see, let's see.
That skill's not ready.
Getting there. We are getting there.
That skill's not ready.
My finger is hovering over the health potion button. Have been needing to do that quite a few times here.
I can't do that yet.
Come on, guys, you can do it. Okay, there we go. There we are. And as a reward, we get this. Okay. Some blueprints and a legendary item that Argyle will not be using, despite it having +2 to all skills in Necromancer. Okay. And the blueprints. Let's learn. Let us learn. Alright, and let's get back to the actual main quest of the expansion. It's a good idea to kill all of these plants because of the Ogden blooms that they can drop. Sometimes they come back like that. Sometimes they even spawn like a champion version. Haven't checked my resistances in a while, but it seems that Aether is pretty poor, 50%. Which will come into play during the expansion, of course, as, well, it's an Aether-focused expansion. The later part of it, that is. So I might be fixing that up before we get that far. Anyway, let's continue towards Barrowholm. I will once again be their friend. There's the Rift Gate. It's the Ogdenbog version though. Still have a ways to go. Let's kill some more plants. The inventory is once again filling up. Okay, a totem.
Can't do that yet.
Well, let's get to killing. Killing is our business, and business is good. Okay, another blueprint. Clickety click click click. Oh, Agdenbloom. Thank you. Thank you very much. And here are the witches that I needed to rescue. There you go.
That skill's not ready.
All right. Let's keep on moving. Here's Sparrowholm. Alrighty, now we need to do their side quests. Speak with this guy.
You strike me as somebody with an open.
I think we can help each other. Remain friendly.
Right.
Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Speak with you. Let's see. I should help you. Blah, 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 blah. I will get it done.
A blessed well.
Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Let's go rescue your meals. Can't have you going hungry, now can we? Also deal with the wards. Wendigo spirit. Alright, here is meal number 1. See ya there! Not. Also, yeah, I need to head back to town probably now. Let's see.
My inventory is
Yeah,
full.
now. Okay. Let's do a quick sell.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
All right. At this point, it might be that I already have more than I need for money. Also, is this any good? Devastating Gravel shoulder pads of the Aether. Does have some pet bonuses. unlike what I'm currently using. This does require level 94 though. And a bunch of stuff on it is completely irrelevant. I won't benefit at all from the plus damage bonuses. Chaos and elemental resistance on it. Offensive ability is completely useless. The piece I'm currently wearing is a bit better in terms of resistances. I think I'll just sell this. It's pretty likely I'll find like a legendary item for the shoulders at some point. And I don't want to wait 10 levels to wear a subpar item. And in any case, it won't even matter. Not much, at least. At least not much. Not enough to make me care. Alright. Let's keep on selling. Alright, marginally interesting item, but I think this will be a sell as well. Yeah, especially since I'm not even using Primal Spirit. Plus 6 to raise skeletons though, that's a lot. But yeah, I think this is... yeah, it's worse than what I currently have, so let's get rid of it. If I really wanted to, I could look up just which monster infrequents the green items you can get from special, well, certain opponents or enemies. Which one of those are relevant to Argyle, and then do some farming, but I don't think I will do that. Also, is this medal any good? Probably not. But maybe. Yeah, actually on second thought, it is good. It is actually quite a bit better than what I currently have, I think. Lose a bit of resistances, but that's fine, I think. Yeah, this is better. This is better. Definitely better. Let's equip that. Okay. And sell this and sell that. And that means I'm probably done here, as I'm not going to blow up these blue items. Not currently. So let's head back. And I will even pick up that green item there. Despite its worth being quite dubious. Alrighty. Yeah, I probably shouldn't skip these easy groups of enemies, as I need all the XP I can get currently. I do want to reach level 100 before I stop playing this run. But then again, if I die before that, then that's... I won't be sad. It's fine. Pretty unlikely that I will die, but it is possible. It's definitely possible. Especially since I don't have any augments on my gear apart from the weapon and offhand. Not recommended to do that. But I haven't been feeling like grinding the faction reputations, so whatever. Does take a bit of grinding. I guess grinding is par for the course for a game like this. But since I'm playing the easy class, the summoner, and I haven't been needing it so far, then let it remain so. And if it's a mistake, then it's a mistake. And I will just have to deal with it. Deal with the consequences of not maxing out the resistances. Definitely if you play this game with another class type that actually gets close to the enemies, then definitely maximize the resistances if you can. ASAP. Okay, another blueprint. At some point, I guess I will also craft some of those good Ashes of Malmouth components. I mean, I probably should. I probably should be doing that. At level 84, I think I've reached the level requirement for some of them. Not all of them, though. Not 100% sure about that, though. Anyway, let's kill these enemies spawned by the shrine. Bravely run back and forth while the minions handle it. There we are. The inventory size is pretty large for the character. Definitely a lot larger than in something like Path of Exile. But with the amount of loot in this game, it could definitely be even bigger. Even bigger. And I think the stash should definitely be, by default, far bigger than it is. It has been expanded over the years, and people have been complaining about it a lot. And there are mods you can use to improve the size. Enlarge it, embiggen it, as the Simpsons would say. But by default, I think it should be far, far bigger. Not sure why the hell not. Especially since this game isn't online. Well, you can play multiplayer, but kind of primarily it's a single player game. You don't need to be online to play it. So I really don't see why the devs were so stingy with the stash sizes. Oh well. I mean, it's fine if you play like one character only, but as you get more and more characters and try to use the shared stash, at some point you will definitely run out of space. There's just so many different items in this game. And using mule characters like one did during the Diablo 2 days, that is just... that shouldn't be a thing anymore, I don't think. I think all games of this type should have a large inventory. Every single one of them. Kind of proportional to the size of the... or the amount of loot you can get in the game. I don't know why some of the devs feel like you need to limit that to encourage you to not hoard items or something. I think that's faulty logic. Hoarding items is one of the most fun things you can do in games like this. So why limit it? Anyway, I don't think Grim Dawn is by far the worst offender in that. But yeah, even in Grim Dawn, a far bigger inventory would be very welcome. Anyway, it seems that I've cleared the mine, at least for the most part. So let's get out of here. I will pick up your mutagenic ichor before I go. Because let's be honest, if you saw a mutagenic ichor on the ground, you wouldn't just leave it there. You would pick it up and put it in your backpack or in your pocket. I know I will, or I would. Sadly, you rarely come across mutagenic ichors in real life. Anyway, let's get out of here. So basically the same challenges will be challenges. Well, that's not putting it very eloquently, but what I mean to say is that the same difficulties that we faced on veteran difficulty will be the challenges on this ultimate difficulty as well. So the boss coming up in the void, for example, can potentially kill Argyle. How is my chaos resistance? 73. Oh, Aether is now at 35. Yeah, I need to fix that at some point. But since I am lazy and foolhardy, I am not going to fix it now. Also, it's quite likely that I won't be facing any Aether damage for a little bit here. Until we come out of the void, at least. Mythical Thorn Girdle of the Misty Glade. Well, close, but it's not quite a pet, a summoner item. Yes, I dare come here. Little ambush. Ghost ambush. Well, there's some Aether damage there, but since I'm not going to be standing on it, it should be fine. And if not, then oh well. Okay, more blueprints. And even more blueprints. Sure. And here is meal number 2. No time for hesitation. I mean, they were going to be eaten anyway. This way at least they get a little bit more time before they get devoured. Pretty soon the inventory will again be filled. So I will probably need to start blowing the blue items up. Can I get through there? No. But I can get through this tree. Okay, here is another ward, and we still have the southern ward to deal with. There we are. That should be everything that they want. At least for the fetish. Always obtaining fetishes in games like this.
A blessed well.
Yes, yes, I've dealt with your pests. Now let's go pick up what we came here for.
I am so I am thoroughly... we've always had...
Yes, yes. I might be dealing with Laria, but first let's do this stuff. Well, if I deal with Laria, it will be for later. Okay. I should probably do the selling again.
In now forgotten times.
Okay, reached level 85. That is worth an achievement, actually.
The
Yes,
altar
yes, yes.
of Ratosh is a rare place.
Yes, yes, yes. What else? Was there something else? Yes, there was something else. Okay. Okay, so level up. More physique, and let's see. What do I want? Do I want Heart of the Wild? Do I want Oak Skin? Here's an 8 resistance. Well, I guess I do. I would like to have more resistances. Let's get that. Okay, and let's sell things, after which I will go to Devil's Crossing to blow things up.
Come see what's left of my wares.
How exciting. Also, maybe I should check if I can craft like a good Ashes of Malmouth component by now. I probably can. I probably can. Do need a smith for that, of course. Okay, let's see. I probably want to take these components out of there. I usually play games like this with just like a podcast or a YouTube video on the background, since it's for the most part pretty mindless. And I have trouble concentrating on just audio if I'm not doing something with my hands for whatever reason. Maybe it's ADHD. Well, never diagnosed, so who knows. Anyway, let's go blow things up and also see about the components I can maybe craft. So back to Devil's Crossing we go. Okay, and dismantle. Dynamite is starting to run out again, and like I established or realized or whatever last time, you do need to grind or farm, I guess, Aether crystals for that. They're pretty easy to farm, but maybe I don't feel like doing it. Currently, at least. Okay. I will hold on to these items, even though it's pretty unlikely I'll never end up using them on another character, but why the hell not? Okay, that's a pet chest armor. Maybe it's actually decent. I mean, it's probably better than what I'm currently using. This, yeah, that's... The only thing going for the current piece is a lot of resistances. I mean, resistances are, of course, perhaps even more valuable on hardcore than the ability to kill things is. But yeah, probably should be using that item. So I won't be selling it or destroying it. Also, yeah, the dynamite is going to be exhausted pretty soon. Oh, accidentally clicked on the map there. Well, it didn't break this screen though. Alright, nearly done. There we are. Alright, so let's put this on the first tab here. So this is also a set item. It's a fine set, I guess. I don't have Primal Spirit though. I could get it, It's a lot of skill points to get there and to get the primal spirit though. But I could, in theory. So eventually, even if I find the whole set, I will be replacing it as this is a blue item, blue set. I mean, it's just not going to be as good as the purple or green options are. Not sure I'll use it now, but maybe. Let's go first take a look about the components. So if I'm correct, I can just search Agdenbloom here. Oh, never mind. I am incorrect with that. So what would be the search? Well, this does uncover the Agdenbog leather component, which is pretty damn nice. Poison, bleed resistance, as well as defensive ability. That is one of the components added by Ashes of Malmouth. But how do I see about the all of the ones that are, well, the other ones that are added by the expansion? Let's go take a look here. Tainted Heart is one of them. Can I search for 75 or something? Seems I can. Can I search required player levels? Probably not, but let's see. Oh, it seems I might be able to. 75 seems to be the... Yeah, that seems to be the way to go here. There might be a easier, better way of doing it, but let's take a look here. So, Enchanted Earth used in all armor, plus health, regen, and armor. Runebound Topaz, used in rings, amulets, and medals. That's a shield component, don't care. Seal of Destruction, that's fire, damage, I don't care. Seal of Might is good, because it also has resistances and bonuses to pets. That is very nice. Here's Vitality Bleed resistance. So probably will be crafting that if I can. I probably can. I can make 2 of them for both of these. So let's see. Seal of the Void, Chaos Damage, don't care. Spell Scorched Plating if I need Pierce and Elemental Resistance. That's the way to go. Tainted Heart. Okay, I don't care about the crit damage or the offensive ability, but Vitality Aether Resistance might be worth it. Maybe. And Ugdenbog Leather we already looked at. Okay, Poison and Acid is way over the cap there, so I don't think I care. How about Bleed? Yeah, Bleed is over 100% over maximum, so don't care about Agdenbog Leather. But yeah, Seal of Might. I want this. 2 of these. And for that I need 8 Molten Skins. So let's search for Molten Skin. I don't remember when they added this search function, but it's very nice to have. Before that, this was even more of a chore. So let's see, Might. Seal of Might, 2 of them. So obviously not getting the full benefit of this, as once again, not going to get anything out of plus 50% physical damage, for example, but yeah, overall this is very, very good. So let's make 2 of them. And that means I also want to take out the imbued silver there. Now this will mess with my resistances quite a bit though, since I'm going to lose even more chaos resistance. But yeah, let's put that there and take this here. Keep item. Like so, and put the Seal of Might there. Okay, let's see. 39% Aether resistance, that's pretty horrid. 53 for Chaos, that's also not good. Everything else seems to be fine though. Yeah, everything else is, well, very, very good. Perfect even. So I need Aether and Chaos resistance if I can. Well, let's take a quick look. Well, I say quick, but this might not be quick. Bear with me, or don't, it's your choice. Let's see. So let's see, chaos resistance. Can I get it from somewhere that isn't imbued silver? Radiant gem used in shields and caster offense. Well, I'm not going to be using that. How about sanctified bone? Used in chest and head armor. Vitality chaos. So yeah, I don't benefit from the vitality resistance at all. Damn it. So the obvious kind of easy way, and I say kind of because I don't have the reputation required, would be to get to revered with the Black Legion, because they have a very nice augment that you can use. Let's see, how are we doing with the Legion? Where is the Legion? Am I blind? I usually am. Okay, we are at Honored. We do have this bonus reputation 50%, so killing Ethereal Vanguard, killing the Outcast, quests, bounties. Yeah, even if I start grinding this now, it's going to take a while. Do I dare risk it with these resistances? I mean, the Chaos will be the one that comes into play sooner. I think I'll be fine since I'm a summoner, but that might be a mistake. So let's not grind. If I die because of this, then it was the wrong choice. But if I don't, then it was the correct choice. Okay, and actually, let's not do this now. It's been a long enough episode. Let's see, can I do something else quickly here? Let's go slay some, well, or let's not necessarily go slay them, but let's get the Pine Barrens Rift Gate there, because, yeah, there's stuff to do there. Not that it's necessary to do, but anywho. It is good XP to do that place, and it will take care of that bounty that we have for the Briarthorn monstrosities. There's one. There it went. Whoops, accidentally hit the mic there. Sorry about that. Anywho, let's blow this up. Okay, so, I probably won't, but there is a slight chance that I will, on my own time, maybe grind the reputation up with the Black Legion, just to get those augments for Aether and Chaos resistance. But yeah, like I said, probably not. Probably not. Anyway, here's the Rift Gate. Let's grab these quests as well. Yes, I'm exploring, blah 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 blah. I will get you the venom. Actually, I can give it to you now, it seems. Okay. I will hunt down your beast, and let's speak with you as well. I'm doing my part. Okay. So that's enough for now. I will do the inventory management again on my own time, as usual. So thanks for watching, and I shall see you next time.